friend.
Welcome back. Ladies, we're all so busy these days that sometimes you just run out of steam for romance. And our next guest says you can go from honey, I'm tired to honey, I'm waiting. Laurie Mintz has written the book, A Tired Woman's Guide to Passionate Sex. And she's here with tips to boost desire and heat things up at home. Laurie, my goodness, this is quite the topic. I have to say a lot of women are going to, I think, feel uncomfortable talking about this. You think?
I do think so, but a lot of women need it.
Well, so how did you start writing this book?
That's a great question. The truth is, it started with me. Like so many women, after my first child, I was like so tired that sex was the last thing on my mind.
Very common.
Very common. Second child, sex drive went completely underground. And I'm a psychologist, so I know how important sex is to marriage, to how one feels about oneself. So I thought, well, I'll explore the literature, self-help and psychological, try to find something that works for me. Really couldn't. Started talking to my friends, and everyone I talked to said, if you find the answer, let me know. I feel the same way. So I use what I know as a psychologist to develop a treatment program. It worked for me. It worked for friends. Pretty soon I was flooded with referrals as a psychologist and started treating women who said, I miss my sex drive. I want it back.
Right. And I think a lot of women give up on it and just say, look, this is the way life is. I've got kids. I've got work. I'm cooking dinner. I'm doing everything. And you know what? This is just, gets put on the back burner, literally.
Exactly.
So what are your tips? Where do you start?
Well, the first sex organ you start with is between your ears. The most important sex organ is your mind. I told that to a client once, and they said, oh my, I've been looking at the wrong place all these years. But really, the first thing is women who are so tired and so busy, we stop thinking about sex. So the first step is to start thinking about it. Remember why you used to like it. Remember that it's for you, not a chore you do for him or at the end of the day. And start thinking about sex. I tell my clients, stop what you're doing and take a minute sex break in your mind. Once a day.
Really? A minute? Ladies, are you hearing this out there? A minute sex break. Hi, I'm at work. I'm just taking a minute sex break. Don't mind me. No, really.
Yeah, no one can tell what you're thinking. So just stop what you're doing once an hour and just think about sex. So turn your thoughts to it. But then the other key with your mind, when you are having sex, turn off your brain.
Oh. Sometimes that is hard to do.
I cannot tell you how many women I talk to say, well, I was thinking about my laundry or my to-do list. And you need... They're showing, I hear you. So how do you do that? How do you turn off your brain? And it's good for stress, too. It's called mindfulness. And you invoke a mindful focus. And what you can do is anything can be a mindful moment. Anything you're doing, you can fully focus, really immerse yourself in the moment. So many times we're doing something but thinking about something else. So practice it through the day. When you're washing the dishes, feel the suds. Be totally present focus. And then when you're having sex, invoke that same focus, that same body in the moment focus.
All right. Well, it is a very interesting book with tips like saying to yourself, sex revitalizes me, sex helps me sleep soundly. It's got some great stuff in here. A Tired Woman's Guide to Passionate Sex. Laurie Mintz, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you know what? Maybe what people need is also a trip out of town. And boy, we have a great